Hi everyone, I'm Dennis Dyack, Director of Too Human. With me is Henry Sturchy, Game Design Director, and Rob Porschke, Game Designer.
So we're going to give a general overview of the skill trees in Too Human. Each of the classes in the game have their own unique skill tree, and then in addition to that, there's 2 different alignment skill trees that each of the classes can align themselves with. As you progress through the game, your character will actually earn skill points. These skill points can be used in the various skill trees to power up certain skills, even acquire actual abilities. You can decide to spread it out and go down deeper into the trees. You'll see each of the nodes kind of require a certain amount to open up more, or you can continue to power up one of the nodes and max it out and gain the fullest you can from that power. Throughout the skill tree, you'll see things that add elemental proc rates and things like that to your weaponry. You'll see things that actually augment your base statistics. You'll see things that actually give you spider abilities. You can actually deploy a spider and he'll do things like deploy mines and turrets and stuff like that. You'll also be able to gain battle cry abilities, which are kind of 1 to 2 minute duration buffs that augment you and your group in co-op, and they'll do things from increased massive damage for a limited time to actually juggling enemies up there. So Dennis will actually cover the champions tree.
The champion represents Odin's divine force of retribution.
Just talking about the champion is a really most balanced class. He's good at both melee and gun combat, and you're going to see at the top of every tree there's your key skill, which is usually, I think, is always shared amongst the party, and in the case of the champion is critical striking. So it increases your chance of a critical strike is double damage. So as you level up, you can put points into that, and once you get beyond 6, you can then go to the next nodes in the skill tree, which then define your various paths. On the left-hand side here, you're going to see that this is the melee combat path. It allows me to put some fire procs on my sword weapons, and it also can increase my fierce damage here. So if I put some points into there, and I can also get an ability for the spider that drops explosive mines on contact, and the battle cry here that is activated increases melee damage, so everyone in my party will do better melee damage when they're fighting, and I can also power up the sword damage. So specifically with melee combat, the champion's good with the sword. The middle area here, which I'll sort of power up as I go, that's for air combat. The champion does excel at air combat. You notice once I choose a spider, I cannot respec further down on the other spider on the other tree. So once you pick a path without respecing, you have to stick with it. And here is a battle cry that allows me to juggle guys in the air very easily just by hitting them. And then this increases my juggle height. So with the champion, he can be really, really good with air combat.
And one thing really important about air combat is that it's actually one of the best paths to build up your combo meter as fast as possible. And your combo meter actually fuels a bunch of other things in the game. It actually powers your battle cries. It unleashes ruiner attacks that devastate wide areas with opponents. So you can actually see that being able to specialize down these paths give you a lot of different flexibility options and completely different play styles.
Yeah, the last thing that we want to say about just the skill trees in general, always at the bottom of the skill tree, there's a sentient weapon node, and what that does is it allows you to release a power that's extremely powerful, where your sword or your melee weapon will attack on its own and give you massive combo strength. So it allows you to use your special abilities. There is no mana in Too Human. You have to kill enemies to use your powers, and so even with characters like the bioengineer, he has to kill enemies to use and heal people. So, and on the left, the furthest right-hand side is the pistol path, and here I can increase my pistol damage. I can drop a spider turret that has a chain gun and really devastates enemies. I have a skill with the battle cry that's softened that allows me to do a critical strike to everyone, which is 2 times damage. And then the last one, I can increase my slug damage. So slug pistols for the champion are a very, very good way to go as well. And that's the end of the champion. The champion's a very interesting character. It's not quite deep, is it? It's a very interesting character because it's a really good starting class. It gives you a really good feel of the game, and it's pretty flexible, and you can go down a lot of paths with it. So.